Got some really nice tools to look at today from Koken USA. They sent me all of these in exchange for this quick little unboxing and review video. Let's open each one of these and take a closer look, and I'll show you what I got. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. Just another unboxing from Koken USA. Really excited about this one, and these are of course really nice tools. I've got some hex bit sockets here, some Torx bit sockets, surface drive sockets, 1/2-inch hex drive sockets, thin walled impact sockets in shallow and deep, and this last one up here, I'll save that and tell you what that is at the end of the video. Now the first one here is a Z series in hex bit socket set. It's a hex key or hex socket set. Part number on this is RS3010MZ/8L50. 50 millimeters is the length, and this is a 3/8 drive. Comes on that very nice Z series rail, which is also magnetic, which I love. Now the sizes here are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 12, and they look really stout and really sturdy. Now these have the same look and feel of the Z series sockets. They have a little bevel right here that will help you pull that off of a ratchet, but really like the length on that. So there I'm measuring 50.4, 50.5 millimeters with my little digital caliper here. Now you might already have some of these hex keys or hex bits, as I do as well, but I love the fact that these are a different length than the ones that I already have. I have from Koken the much longer ones that also have the little nut grip ring on them, which work really well, but sometimes they're just too long to get into some of the spaces that I work, and sometimes the little shorty ones are not quite long enough. I think 50 millimeters is a pretty good all-around length. Now here's a couple more hex bit sockets just to show you a comparison on the length. This one here is from Mayhew. Length on this one's 41.7, and then this other one here is a Craftsman, same size, 6 millimeter, and the length on this one 47.4. Now not only is the total length different on the Koken versus the Craftsman and the Mayhew, but also the body of the socket is a little bit shorter here on the Koken. I really like that 50 millimeter length, and I think these are going to work out great. So very excited to get to use these. I'm sure I'll be using them quite a bit. 3/8 drive is still the most common size that I use, and this is one of their Koken ratchets. This is one of the reasons I really got into the Koken tools, was this minimal back drag on their ratchets, and I also really love their nut grip sockets. I've been really happy with everything that I've used from Koken tools, and I'm sure that these hex sockets will be no different. These will fit right in with the rest of my sets of Koken Z series. Now you can see on these larger three, they are a full hex all the way through, but this larger one here, the 12 millimeter, is still a 3/8 drive, which it's kind of nice that you don't have to switch down from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1/2 inch. You know, these are all designed to be used with that same 3/8 drive. So real happy with these. Let's take a look at the next item here, which is going to be the Z series Torx bit set. Part number is RS3025Z/8L50. Now these are also 50 millimeters in length, and they come on that same really nice Z series magnetic rail. And the sizes on these are T20, T25, T27, T30, T40, T45, T50, and T55. Some of these larger sizes really come in handy when taking out seat bolts and whatnot, but a lot of the door lock actuators are held in by Torx bolts as well. Now I grabbed a couple other Torx bits so we can do a quick comparison. So this is a T40 in the Koken, and here is a Mayhew, also a T40. You can see it's a little bit shorter, and then this one here I believe is Ace Hardware. I got this a long time ago, and that looks to be about the same as the Mayhew. Let's go ahead and measure these just for comparison as well. So 50.1 millimeters on the Koken, and the Mayhew is 47.5, and the old Ace Hardware here 48.3. A little bit longer, a little bit in between. These are all 3/8 drive, but again, just that little bit longer shaft might make the difference of being able to get into the access that you need or the area that you're working in. Another thing I wanted to take a quick look at is the overall diameter of the socket. Sometimes that limits your access too. So here we have 16.8 on the Koken, and on the Mayhew we have 17.3. Now that's not a huge difference, of course, in the thickness of the socket, but sometimes that's all it takes, is just a little bit narrower so that you can get a little bit deeper into a recess or be able to access the fastener that you're trying to take off or trying to put on. But there it is, pretty straightforward again on the Z series rail, and they do hold on well. These are really nice rails. I really like the magnetic version, and it's a rubberized backing here, so you're not going to scratch a car or anything like that. But really happy to add these to my collection as well. Now, moving along here to the next item, this is the surface drive. Koken makes a surface drive that's designed to have more engagement on the flat part of the fastener, but it's also designed for use on a softer fastener, or maybe, for example, a painted bolt or nut. The part number on this is RS3410M/12. It's a 12-piece set. Let's open these up and take a look. Now the sizes here are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So as you see, no skips from 8 to 19. All right, let me pull off the 14 millimeter here and we'll do a little close-up so you can see what that looks like. It's got these little cutouts that are designed, it'll slip onto a fastener a little bit easier, but it's also designed to engage more on the flat part, which is less likely to round it off. It also will work on a bolt that's already been somewhat stripped or damaged. Just to give you a comparison, here's a Koken 14 millimeter. This happens to be a semi-deep in the Z series. You can see that that's a different design, different shape, and it does engage differently. Now here's a 14 millimeter head bolt. Let's take a look at the engagement there. You see how it turns a little bit? Now that's because it doesn't really have a point and it's just designed to push on the flat part. But because of that, it does turn a little bit more. For comparison, here's the 14 millimeter traditional flat drive. Turns very little on there, but it also takes a little bit more effort to line it up, but it does feel more secure when it's on. This one actually might still grab on better if you have a bolt head or a fastener that's been rounded off. This little part that bows out is designed to stick or push on that flat part a little bit more than this one. So time will tell. We'll definitely give it a try, but that's the design and that's why it's a little bit different, and that's why you can feel that turning a little bit there compared to this one here. The traditional feels more normal and more what I'm used to, and so it feels like it would be less likely to strip. But I'm glad that I have these because if there is an application, you know, if I'm working on something that is painted, you'd be less likely to chip that paint. But if you are working with something that is softer or already stripped, these are also going to come in handy. But there it is. That's the surface drive in the standard length. Let's take a look at the length. I don't think it lists the length on here, so let's measure this real quick. 26.8 millimeters in the surface drive, what I would call, I guess, their standard length. Now this also comes with just this standard metal socket rail. You know, if you don't have a lot of space, you're a mobile mechanic, these rails, I guess, do have an application, but I usually will ditch these and upgrade them with just a cheap aluminum one. That brings me to the next item here, which is the surface drive deep. Part number is RS3310M/12. Let's just take a quick look at these. Sizes on this set, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Again, no skips, just like the other set. Let's take a closer look at this one here, or at least get the measurement of the length, but of course it's going to be that same internal design. 54.8 millimeters in length, and you can see that the machining does go down quite a ways. That's definitely going to come in handy. Again, if we run into something that's painted, stripped, or a softer material, this will definitely do the job and definitely can help you out. You know, I'm really not sure how often I'll need to use these. I read that they also use these in manufacturing because these can quickly slip onto a bolt or a nut and zip them on really fast, you know, without stripping it out. So I can see where the quick engagement is a big factor there. But as far as like automotive repair, these might be one of those tools that you need to justify by saying I'd rather have it and not need it versus need it and not have it. And I really am honestly not sure when I might use these, but they may just come in very handy in those specific applications. So moving on to the next item here, this is a 1/2-inch drive impact hex bit socket set. Part number is RS4012M/10L60. So 60 millimeters is going to be the length. Let's open these ones up. There you go. So sizes are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17, and 19. And man, they really feel heavy duty. They feel heavy, of course, but very heavy duty. That extra mass is really going to help impact some of those fasteners off. Let's take a look at this big one here. This is a 19 millimeter hex 1/2-inch drive. This is something that will really come in handy for those Audi axle bolts that are 19 millimeter. Sometimes those are really stuck on there and you do need to impact them out. And this, I'll tell you, the weight on that is very substantial. But let's take a look at the overall length. 60 right on the money on my meter here. Slide that on there and definitely going to take off any of those stubborn axle nuts. So Real happy about these. You know, a lot of times when taking off those axle bolts, I was just using standard hex keys. I didn't have anything in the impact grade, so I'm really happy to have the right tool now for the job, especially with this big one here. Now, the smaller size here, I probably wouldn't be reaching for a 1/2 inch drive if I'm doing something that's that small, you know, the 4mm. That's just not really typical that I would grab for something so heavy duty, but you never know, you might run into something that is unique and it does need that extra torque and that extra mass to take it off. Even some of these smaller sizes are great for suspension components and even caliper bolts as well. So real happy to have the right tool for that job, and definitely will be using these. All right, moving on to the next item here. This is a 6-point thin wall impact socket set in the 1/2 inch drive. Part number is RS14401M/10. It's a 10-piece set. Let's open this one up and take a look. Now the sizes on this are 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, and 27. So there are of course a few skips there, but this is a very complete set for a lot of the stuff that I work on. And it is a thin wall set. So let's take a look at this one here, the 19mm. Now thin wall meaning you're going to be able to fit this into some tighter spaces. Now these are the standard depth thin wall. Let's take a measurement here real quick. 38mm. Now the end of the socket here where it's designed to be thinner is 26.5mm. Let me grab another 1/2 inch drive socket and we'll do a little comparison there real quick. Okay, so here's another 19mm socket. This one happens to be a Tecton socket, 37.8. Now this is almost identical in length, but the difference is going to be in the end there. So let's take a measurement on the Tecton socket here, 27.7. So this one is a little thicker, of course, compared to this one. Now this is still designed to have a decent amount of mass. You can see that the back side of it is thicker, a little bit even thicker than the Tecton. It's just that the thin wall part is just the front part of the socket, or the part that engages on the fastener. So you still have a little bit more mass here on the back, which is going to help. Also has this design right here that aids in pulling that off of your impact wrench, versus this one does not. Now it has the hole for a detent or for a pin. Let's take a look at this. Now I just use a hog ring on my impact because I do a lot of quick change stuff. Well, we'll see if we can line that up. Now it looks like it's going to work just fine. There we go. Kind of stuck on there for a minute, but these are new, you know, like most impact sockets, they're pretty stiff when they're brand new. Now the sizes on the coke end socket are printed on one side and engraved on the other, but this one here you can see was printed at one point. Here it said Tecton 19 and that's worn off. So I do like the fact that they are engraved. One of these days I'll probably do that little paint pen trick and fill these in just to make it stand out even more. Now these are also very similar to this stubby set that I have also from Coke End Tools that I really love, and I use this one all the time. Looks like it's exactly the same sizes, just a slightly different length. Now these are great and I do love these, but sometimes when impacting, the extra mass of a bigger socket can help, especially if you have the space. But I do use those stubbies all the time, and I'm sure that I'll use these ones here as well quite often. Again, nice to have the thinner wall because you just never know when you're going to need that extra access. Now that brings me to this next item here, and I'll put the part number up on the screen for you, but this is a no skip set. These are going to be similar to these as far as the design and being a thinner walled socket, but these ones of course are going to be quite a bit longer, 80mm on the deep thin wall. Now just to do another quick comparison of another deep socket that I have, these happen to be a Harbor Freight version. These are the Pittsburgh. Looks like the length is going to be similar. These are 78. Now the Coke End does have the little ridge here, so that's going to help you pull that off of your impact once you're done, but this is a thinner wall. So let's take a quick measurement and a comparison there again. So once again, these will be the same as the shorter versions. These are 26.5mm, and this Pittsburgh 19mm socket is 27.8. Sometimes that is just enough to make the difference. Now, not just lug nuts, there's just other times where fasteners are recessed and you need that additional clearance. You know, a lot of times off camera especially, I'll just go to my impacts just because it's quicker and it makes for a quicker job. But if I'm making a tutorial video, I'll take my time and use ratchets on a lot of the chrome sockets. But if I am just trying to get a job job done, I will usually just grab a couple impact sets and a couple impact wrenches and take that out to the vehicle and get it done quickly. I love the fact that this is a very complete set from 10 all the way up to 27. And I love this foam tray that Koken USA makes. I believe that this is exclusive to Koken USA. I don't think that you can get this tray from Koken Japan or even in Japan. These are definitely a must-have, you know, especially these big 6 points with some mass on them. These are still thin wall, so you'll be able to get into some tight access areas. Now, not quite axle nut size or axle nut sockets, but these are definitely going to be some of the daily use sockets that I'm using with my big Milwaukee and a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. So definitely going to be using this a lot, and really happy that they sent this one to me. Now, as I mentioned, I saved this one for last. Now, if some of you were able to guess what this is, I'm impressed just by the box, but I'll tell you what it is. This is a flip socket for lug nuts. It's a wheel nut socket, but it's designed to just be a flip socket 19 or 21. Part number is 14218M, and it is a 1/2 inch drive wheel nut socket. So let's open it up and I'll show you what it looks like. It's color coded with red and yellow, and it does have these plastic slip-on protectors that will protect your rims or really nice wheels from getting scratched. But this extension also has built in a little insert here that has a little plastic cap so that it won't scratch the top or the caps of your lug nuts. It's a really cool design. So just like the wheel nut sockets, this is color coded. Yellow is 21 and red is 19. Let me show you the wheel nut sockets I'm talking about. Now, these are what I'm talking about, these wheel nut sockets, and you can see mine are well used. Now, I also use the 22 millimeter quite often. You know, Honda Pilot and Odyssey use 22 along with a few Chevys, but it's nice to have the 19 and the 21 at the ready. But here I've got the 19 and the 21 in one piece. But I really love this plastic shield because that does protect your nice rims. And you can see they do get chewed up after using them for quite a while, but really looking forward to using this one here too. Here's another flip socket that I have. This one happens to be a Pittsburgh version, but it's kind of the same principle or the same idea. It's just that this one here does not offer any protection for your wheels. This one here, of course, offers that protection. But one of the things I wanted to point out is the thickness of this. So for example, here's the 19 side of this Harbor Freight socket, comes in at 27 millimeters. Well, the 19 side of this one here comes in at 26.8. It is thinner even with this plastic protector. Now, if you really need to get in there, you can use it without the plastic shield, but just note that that is just as thin as this one here that is designed for lug nuts. It just doesn't add any more bulk or any more width to that end. Let's measure the 21 millimeter side. Just for comparison, the 21 millimeter side is 28.9, and on this one, 28.7. So again, a little bit thinner where it counts. This is definitely going to fit into those recesses. It's identical to the wheel nut sockets, I believe. Let's just double check what our width is here. Yep, same here, 28.7 on this one that is well used. I've been using these. Here's the 17. I'm just grabbing that as well. I use these all the time, but how cool is it that I can have two in one and just carry this flip socket with me on the impact. You know, now I've got a couple high torque impacts. It might just be nice to leave one of these on the tool at all times, and it's just really easy to flip this around. Most of the stuff that I do work on is 19 or 21, but you know, Audi and Volkswagen with the 17, and then the Honda Pilots and Odysseys, and even Chevy trucks use this 22. But a lot of Toyota and Honda, on the smaller stuff, I use the 21 and the 19 all the time. But there it is. Real happy to add this to my collection. And again, I'll probably just keep this on one of the high torque impacts. Well, that's pretty much it for today from Koken USA. Now, they did send all of these in exchange for this quick unboxing and review video. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to Koken USA for doing that. I absolutely love your tools and I do use them quite often. Again, you will see these in many other videos as well. And also wanted to say thanks to you guys for watching this video. And of course, I hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. Now, of course, I'll get links to all of these tools in the description for you. Now, I'm also going to put a coupon code up here on the screen, and I'll put it in the description for you too. It's Dan the Fix-It Man 10. That's going to get you 10% off site-wide at kokenusa.com. Thanks so much for watching and good luck.